So if you want to know what I'm doing now, I'm actually painting a sign, obviously, for love. And it's actually going to be God's definition of love. Um, because I looked up God's definition of love. And let's just say mankind has a lot of work to do when it comes to God's definition of love. Here, I'll go look at it. Hold on. Here it is. So if you want to read, I'm going to read it to you, but if you want to read it yourself, God's definition of love is 1 Corinthians 13, 4-7. So hold on, let me go to 1 Corinthians 14. Oh, that's second, I'm too far. 14, one more page. 4-7. So it says, 1 Corinthians 13, 4-7. Love is patient and kind. Love is not jealous. It does not brag, does not get puffed up, does not behave indecently, does not look for its own interest, does not become provoked. It does not keep account of the injury. It does not rejoice over unrighteousness, but rejoices with the truth. It bears all things, believes all things, hopes all things, endures all things. And when you stop and you think about that verse, like just applying it to the people that you love the most, like just applying it to your husband, your children, your parents. I don't know about y'all, but I fall seriously short of that definition. And so I've been meditating on these verses for several weeks now, just contemplating like where I was before I started my relationship with God, where I am now in my journey of love. Now that I have a relationship with God, how far I've come, how far I really have to go. It's been really honestly encouraging. It's helped, I think, in like my relationship with my husband and my kids, because I don't think I ever really knew the actual definition of love before. So everybody thinks, like, if you went out on the streets and you were like, what is the definition of love? They're going to all say it's a feeling, it's an emotion, it's, you fall in love. No. No, like none of that's correct. I was completely wrong about that. Love is a choice. You choose to be kind. You choose to be patient. You choose to not be jealous. You choose to not brag. Those are all choices. None of that is a feeling. None of that. Like the closest thing you could say, oh, well, being jealous is a feeling. But you can still choose not to be jealous. Like I feel like as a society, as a people, we have been lied to about so much stuff that we don't even, like, the majority of people don't even know what the original, I dare anybody to find me an older definition than what's in 1 Corinthians 13, 4-7. The original definition of love. And it's also why definitions matter. And when we change definitions of words, it matters. Like, who decided that love was going to be a feeling? You fall in love. It wasn't God. And why did man like decide that's the way it's going to be? Because it has not helped the marriage rates, that's for sure. It was self-serving. And love is not self-serving. It's in the definition. It says, where is it? I have them all. I have all the things because I want to put them on here. bears all things, believes all things, hopes all things, endures all things. Not for their own interests, not puffed up, not provoked. I mean, that's the exact opposite of self-interest. Not for your own interests. And when I look at the definition of love, I don't know about y'all, but that's how I want to be loved. I want somebody to love me like that. Like, I want to know that they're going to be patient with me. They're going to be kind to me. They're not going to be jealous. They're not going to brag. They're not going to be puffed up. They're not going to behave indecently. They're not looking out for their own interests. They're not going to be provoked. They don't keep an account of the injuries that I caused them. I want people to love me that way. Therefore, I have to love other people that way, because it's a two-way street. That's, the world we're in, and that's the world God has us in. And that's the world we're always going to be in. And, when we really start looking at God's word, that's really what it's about. Is about treating people the way you want to be treated. I don't know of anybody that doesn't want to be loved that way. And if anybody does not want to be loved that way, I really don't understand their thinking, because of the way we love people today. There's no security in it. There's nothing. Like, the divorce rate is like 50%. That's insane. For this. So what I want to do is like, that's going to do any good. What I want to do is I want to write over these things, like over the painting now. And I think I like the brush strokes in it. You guys want to see it? I can flip it up. I think I like the brush strokes in it. The brush strokes in it. And I'm hoping I have a silver. Those are all closed. A silver Sharpie. I do have silver, and I have a black. I have a lot of blacks. I thought I had a gold one too, but I guess not. Love is patient. Love is kind. It's okay. Not puffed up, not prideful. I feel like is how that one should be written out. Prideful. What about not behave indecently? What do we put for that one? Yeah, I think I'm going to just do indecent with a circle. I don't know if I like the circle. So then we've got does not look out for their own interest and is not easily provoked. I'm actually going to do a different one first. I'm going to do bears, believes, hopes, endures all things. I think along this bottom here. No account of injury. What is that called? Doesn't keep score. That's what I want to put. I want to put doesn't keep score. Unrighteous is not unrighteous. So unrighteous with a line through it. Or I could just say righteous. Righteous truth. I've got 3 greens. I've got 2 blues. But I have the 3 blues there. So we're not going to do the blue. We're going to do righteous and truth. Those are the last 2 that we're going to do. Righteous. I feel like I didn't spell that right. All right. Ghtous. And truth. And we'll do truth in pink. And so this is to remind me what love is. That's why I did it. I think I hope I got right to spell right. I'm going to have to look that up. That's why I did it, and I think I needed it. I think I need to be reminded. I think we all need to be reminded, like what love is, what love means. Because there's definitely things that I need to work on. I think there's things that we all need to work on. I am definitely, I was just almost provoked. And it wasn't even like intentional or anything like that, but literally like little hairs in my fur bristled all up. Why am I mad about this? I made the offer. He knows it, and and I came upstairs. Well, I didn't even come upstairs. I walked by and I said, "Do we get water?" And he was like, "Nope, I can't do it. There's one person." And I'm like, I went to the bathroom. He was coming back, and I asked him if he was ready for dinner because it's almost dinner time. And he was like, "No, not right now. I'm gonna go back out." And I was like, "Well, do you want me to go with you?" He's like, "Yeah." And like literally, like if I would have gotten provoked and jumped down his throat earlier when he's just frustrated because our water is frozen and it's his responsibility, just like I'd be frustrated if it was something in the house that was happening that was my responsibility and I was struggling to get it fixed. There's no difference, and that's why we're supposed to be all these things, is because what good would have gotten me getting provoked by his statement that he didn't even mean in a bad way? Literally, I just took it that way. It wouldn't have done any good, and then we would be fighting now instead of being happy and at peace and calm. Our reactions matter just as much. And I could have justified it completely in my head if I would have gotten provoked. But I didn't, because I have God. And I'm learning what love really is. And I want to really love the people that I love. Because that's how I want to be loved. I don't want somebody mad at me when I didn't intend, to say something that made them upset. I'd like them to give me understanding too. So here's to love. Yeah, look at that. See, that's going to look nice. And it'll be in my background. And even though it's words, it's going to remind us all that we're supposed to love. And I picked that spot strategically so we would remember every time we see it. And I sit here and record a lot, that love is what matters.